I would be a millionaire if I counted all the times that people came to me, Aisha, I want to close deals, but I don't want people to think that I'm being pushy. How do I handle objections? Be a leader without being pushy. How does that work? And why they're asking that, it's because this is exactly what's happening. And can you see yourself in it, right? Like, you're on a call with someone, you go through the offer, everything was great, you show them the pricing, they give some silly excuse, some silly objections, and in that moment you feel like, ooh, I want to say something, but I don't want to be pushy. In reality, what ends up happening is either you don't say anything and you kind of agree with them and you're like, okay, you know what's best for you. That one I hear all the time. You know what's best for you. You tell me. Or they give the other person control over the next steps. And what happens at the end of that call, like the call ends and then you're sitting there feeling like bad about yourself, your confidence drops, your conviction drops, you start thinking, oh, am I actually the leader that can lead them through this? What I want to do in this video is really offer you a perspective shift, something that I have experienced personally as well and that I teach my clients, which is why I have clients that sign with me over and over again, and which is why they say, hey, after going through this process with you, not only am I able to sell my high ticket packages, but I feel like I am more assertive and I am just better as a person overall. So stick through the end of this video. I promise I don't make them long, and make sure you subscribe for more videos on selling your high ticket offers. Handling objections is not about saying magic words, magic sentences, memorizing all these neuro-linguistic programming scripts to get someone to buy from you. Handling objections is about you as the service provider, you being so convicted in what you do that you are so in your power. And when I say power, I am talking about the energetic frequency of knowing your truth and being so convicted in your truth that that is the only reality that exists, and that is the only reality you are making assumptions from. Because I see this over and over again, and this is especially for you service providers, where you have collected proof after proof after proof of how amazing your work is and how much social proof it is that you have. It's about you being rooted in that truth and not letting the other person sitting in front of you to start telling you what is true or not. And you tackling an objection, let's use a different word for this. You responding to their objection is about you being in your truth. And in order for you to step fully in your truth and show up like this on a call, it's important that you make these realizations and you agree with the following truths. Number one is objections are not real. Objection is people coming up against their fear of change. Objections are limitations that people impose upon themselves subconsciously. It's not even their fault that they are objecting to you in that moment. They are not saying no to you. They are saying no to their dream life, to themselves. That's what they're saying no to. And when you can tell yourself that this is the truth, when an objection comes up, you will not even bother. You will not even feel anything. You will expect it to come up, and your body is going to stay in that state of absolute neutrality. That's what you need to be in. Because when someone gives you an objection and your body does like, what am I doing? This freeze response, right? Or this shock response, it literally is you as well. It just distracts you, right? And it's because you don't believe that objections are distractions. So you need to start believing that they are distractions. Number two is anchor yourself into what is real, okay? Because a lot of the times, let's put it this way. Someone comes to you with a problem and then you're talking them to the solution, you're showing them everything, and all of a sudden they start asking themselves or saying out loud like, oh, but will this work for me? And this is my situation and that is my situation and la la la. And you dive deep into that reality with them rather than anchoring yourself in reality. The truth is, this is a proven process, Mrs. or Mr. Prospect. I have done it plenty of times before with experts just like you. And I am more than capable that if something is slightly different, to tailor it to your situation. That is the reality. So when someone paints a different picture of reality for them, which is doubt, which is uncertainty, you have to be so rooted into what is real for you. That is the second shift that you have to make. The third thing is that you have to take not 100, not 200, 300% accountability for the execution of the sales process. And when I say sales process, I mean a call has a goal. The outcome is either you collect the cash on that call or you have a follow-up call booked. I know everyone is gonna say, we close in one call. Forget about that, okay? It's not always gonna happen. Of course, we wanna close in one call, but in this economy, like people say, it's okay if someone needs a little bit more time. So a call needs to have those two outcomes. And being rooted in that energy of leadership is knowing that you are responsible to get to that outcome. So if someone has an objection, when you are so rooted in your power, you are able to see past their limitation, you're able to stay anchored in reality, and you carry through to the next step so that you can get to the desired outcome of a call. That is what it takes to stay in your power. And I'm gonna tell you something. Don't be afraid of ruining relationships, because staying in your power is not the same as being rude, okay? Staying in your power doesn't mean you have to push people. You're not gonna force someone to anything, but you are gonna be honest with them. We just sat 45 minutes on this call and you told me about all the struggles you have. Now you say you have to think about it. What is it specifically that you have to think about? You're on the call with the person that created this program, the person that created this offer. Okay, I understand you have to mule things over, but you also told me that it's been a year, 2 years of stagnation, no results. What is more important to you right now, right? Is it for you to start seeing those results and you just said that this is what's going to work for you? Or is it to wait another month, let another month go by? So it's really about you being truthful with people and staying anchored into what is real. I hope this video gave you insight into what it truly means to be in your power when you're tackling objections, and how this has nothing to do with being pushy, but really being truthful to people and being the leader that they need in their lives. If you are ready to go to master that high-ticket sales process, book a call with me so that we can evaluate which one of my consulting and coaching packages fits your current needs. See you.